Yo, what is good everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul, and for today's video, as promised, we're gonna be doing a part 2 to this styling series all around the Undefeated Jordan 4. This comes as a byproduct of many requests from you guys, my amazing audience, and for that, I'd like to thank you so much for the amazing reception around the series on this sneaker here. Now, with that to say, if you haven't had a chance to already check out the other 3 videos, where in the first video, I do go ahead and pick these up at the LA pop-up. It was an amazing event full of culture and life, and it was just such an amazing atmosphere all around the Undefeated Jordan 4s. Also, I did do an all-encompassing review talking about styling, even resale, all of the details that comprise the shoe. And finally, last week, I actually styled this shoe similar to today's video, featuring 10 plus different outfits, which ultimately led to today's video, a part 2 to styling the Undefeated Jordan 4. I do have a couple early sneakers that I did want to feature here on the channel. So if you guys do want to see videos on these shoes, please be sure to go ahead and subscribe to my channel with notifications on. It'll be the best way to let me know to keep the sneakers that you want to see coming here to the studio, but it'll also ensure that you don't miss out on any future uploads. Finally, before we jump right into the first outfit of the day, I did want to encourage you to go ahead and follow LWH Clothing on Instagram. I'm actually wearing one of the new release pieces on my body right now. We have a brand new drop set to go. Everything's at the warehouse already. Some amazing pieces, and if you guys don't know, we actually moved from China to Europe, and the quality, the production, the details, the access to fabrics, everything has been upgraded, and I just can't wait to share it with you. If you guys follow me on Instagram, then you know we were affected by the tariffs midway through designing the second coming. But what the enemy meant for bad, God will use for good for the purposes of those who love him. Because as a product of faith and out of this hiatus that Locust&WildHoney clothing has undergone, Locust&WildHoney rises again for the second coming. It's gonna be crazy. I cannot wait to show you the fruit that has been produced as a byproduct of faith and hard work. And here I am going off on a tangent. Let's go ahead and talk about this first outfit. And in light of the fact that we are on the precipice of a brand new release, I thought it was befitting to go ahead and feature some brand new garments, because I'm kind of gassing this stuff up quite a lot. Well, that in addition to the fact that the t-shirt is green and vintage wash and faded, similar to the shoes. But yeah, here is the first outfit, which does feature the vintage Love Thy Neighbor camo tee. As entailed in the name, the t-shirt does feature a beautiful vintage fade, vintage graphic that reads out front, Love Thy Neighbor. But look at the fade. This is a brand new process, one that I don't believe anybody's implementing just yet, at least to my knowledge. It looks so good. I'm so proud of this garment, and all of this sits atop insanely high quality fabric. It is thick, extremely soft, but at the same time very breathable. It also features a reinforced binded collar and it's thicker ribbing, so that means it's going to keep a ton of structure. This piece is built to last, and it's fire, man. I really love this t-shirt, which is why I put it into production. The denim is the G04 denim. You guys are familiar with this pair. This one has sold out a couple times, but in other colorways, of course. For this pair, we went very meticulous with the sand wash. This pair that I have on specifically is actually a very close production sample. I actually went through a few revisions, very subtle, which does include just like subtle things like whiskering and stuff, and the blend down at the knee. It's very subtle, but this is very close to what you'll see come drop day. But yeah, as you can see here, sample. Again, with my new factory, I'm able to have access to much finer, higher quality fabrics, and so many things play a role as to why that is, such as climate, the conditions, the people who are actually making the fabric, the technology behind it. There's a lot to this clothing manufacturing stuff. But yeah, man, I'm really thrilled with how both of these pieces turned out. But with that said, let us keep moving to the next outfit. So I went ahead and swapped out the Love Thy Neighbor t-shirt shirt in exchange for the base layer, which is the Abercrombie shrunken tee. I'm also gonna throw on this flannel, which actually also is from Abercrombie. And as you can see, this one also does feature that cropped silhouette. And here's one look, which I'm actually gonna be swapping out the bottoms for this outfit. I personally think this does look pretty good because A, you do have the matching green on the flannel that goes with the sneakers, but additionally, the hue of kind of like off-white on the flannel as well as on the denim from the sand washing, I think they do complement one another pretty nicely. And so I would absolutely wear this out, but for the sake of kind of changing things, I'm gonna go ahead and swap out the denim now. All right, and so here's next fit. I have read the comments. I'm always reading the comments and know that I do my best to give you guys what you want. And so for this next outfit, as I mentioned, Abercrombie flannel up top, which does match the color on the shoes. For the denim, I have a relaxed straight denim, which is cut with a much slimmer profile than pretty much all the pants in the first video I uploaded around styling. You guys were complaining that the shoes were very difficult to see, and to that I would say you're absolutely not wrong. And so for that reason, I'm happy to oblige and throw on a pair of more straight cut denim, because the truth is I do like straight cut denim. I've never had an issue with straight cut denim, and I don't wear baggy denim or pants every single day. I just prefer straight cut denim with more sleeker silhouettes of sneakers. Again, I've said it time and time again, when it comes to fashion, it is arbitrary and a subjective matter. So what looks good to me might not look good to you, and that is fine, because it makes life so much more diverse and beautiful because we don't all dress the same. With that said, do I think fours look bad with straight denim? Absolutely not. It's just not my first choice or preference. And if you guys are wondering, this is what is known as the G03 denim from my brand LWH Clothing. They are currently available because we restocked them, so feel free to check the link out down below. The G03 denim does feature kind of the same backbone or template up here towards the thighs, being pretty relaxed, featuring the full button fly, custom LWH hardware, and just having more room in this area generally. But down at the bottom, they do feature more of a straight cut with the released hem, and I think that looks really dope. For this pair, actually, I did have them taken up just a little bit to have them break right at the shoe, and I think it looks really dope because you can see the shoe in all of its glory. This is what is known as the Abercrombie & Fitch Premium Crop Tee. And this one, obviously, as you can see, does feature this woodland style camo. I really like the print on here. You got the brown, but most importantly, you got the pops green. And the shirt is finished with a vintage wash, which is why I believe between the green as well as the vintage aesthetic goes perfectly with that of the Undefeated 4s. I think I paid $35 for this t-shirt, which in my opinion isn't too bad relative to some of the other options out there for a shirt in this class. This is awesome. This is an excellent shirt. It's an awesome offering. Overall, I do like how these pieces do complement one another in terms of how they're shaped, the proportions and stuff like that. So for that reason, I think this is an easy go-to for the summer into the fall month. So in the event that you want to wear the same t-shirt, but you don't want to wear them with shorts, maybe you want to lounge around the house, be comfortable, I got you. This next outfit does feature one of my favorite sweatpants possibly ever. These are the Uniqlo C sweatpants, and they fit just wonderfully. Moderately priced at what I believe is around 50 bucks. This sweatpants offers you a very comfortable silhouette that is somewhat baggy, pretty relaxed, but 100% comfortable. A little side note, these are not 100% cotton. They are comprised of a good amount polyester, which justifies that price point of them being at just 50 bucks. So take that into consideration. But with that said, if that doesn't bother you too much, you don't mind wearing a little plastic, then you got yourself a fantastic pair of sweatpants. Ones that look extra elevated minus the elevated price point. I really love how these sweatpants look. I like how it's muted enough to not take away from the tee nor the sneakers. I think this is a solid, cozy fit. All right, now moving away from the loudness of the woodland camo tee, I did just go ahead and throw on the perfect light vintage tee, and this one comes from Locust&WildHoney. This t-shirt is cut to fit, somewhat cropped with a boxy silhouette. I did personally size down to achieve a more close to the body fit. I tend to lean towards a fit like this with the baggier pants. And an outfit like this generally is what I'll be wearing out and about, say at a Costco or whatever. This is kind of where I live. being comfortable, being practical, and very cozy. I did tie the outfit together with the bare knuckles hat to go ahead and match with the sneakers, but I did want to go ahead and emphasize a little bit why I love this t-shirt so much, why I call it the perfect vintage tee. Apart from the proportions, you also have that slub knit fabric. You can see the fibers going through there, but additionally we have the reinforced collar, and also this one is cut and sewn inside out, which is a nod to like the 2016 days, 2017 days, where we'd buy the vintage tees and flip them inside out. So that was kind of the reason behind that. If you're ever into the Jerry Boy aesthetic, then you already know what I'm referencing. But yes, overall comfortable fit. This is the type of outfit that I will wear fairly regularly. So I went ahead and swapped out the bottoms for this pair of white denim. Since the spring of this year, I've been really loving white denim. The only downside to white denim is the fact that they get dirty so easily, which is probably to be expected. They look fantastic with so many styles of outfits. They give your outfit a lighter vibe, one that is more conducive to like warmer days like spring and summer, as I already mentioned. And that's kind of what I believe that is going on right now. Additionally, due to the fact that the color is so light, the shoes really do stand out all the more. This specific pair does come from Abercrombie. These are known as their baggy denim. I really love how these are cut very relaxed, very baggy, ample room, very comfortable. But probably my favorite thing about them is the fact that they come in a multitude of length. In this scenario, I did go for a 30-30. I find that they fit perfect. Okay, made for you. I love tailored pants, man. They look so much better than ones that are like a little too long. Extended length is okay. Stacking is definitely okay for sure. But when they're too long, I feel like that's a little too much. But another thing that I do like to do as well with the white denim is to wear a white top. All right, and so this is what I mean by that. I know this is probably gonna be pretty polarizing because a lot of people are gonna hate the idea of an all white outfit, especially from the perspective of being practical, because unless you don't plan on eating all day, you are going to have a dirty outfit. But you got to be honest, an all white fit is pretty clean. And then you got the hat that kind of breaks everything up to go ahead and pair with the shoes. I think it looks pretty good. And if you're wondering, this t-shirt is known as the premium dropped boxy tee from Abercrombie & Fitch. This one is priced at, I think, 39 bucks. Maybe it's 49. I think it's 39, but it regularly goes on sale. Good for the summertime, at least in my opinion. But you guys let me know. What do you think about an all white fit? Are you daring enough to wear one? This next outfit does feature the G03 denim, which was featured earlier in today's video, and features a relaxed straight fit. The top is what is known as the perfect zip-up hoodie, and named such because of its immaculate proportions and beautiful vintage fade. This is a type of outfit that allows the shoes to really stand out because it is all black. It's a style outfit that is just really effortless and one that you can perpetually go to and be safe doing so. Here's me emphasizing the fit of the hoodie, ample room throughout. Keeping that same hoodie on, I did want to feature a tighter pair of denim. This one is the loose ridge denim from Abercrombie & Fitch. Don't get it twisted though. These fit pretty slim, featuring a very nice little taper down to the ankle. You guys were complaining about the baggy pants, and so I really wanted to be intentional about wearing slimmer pants, or tapered pants if you will. Here's the same denim, but this time featured with a simple top. This one actually does come from Stussy. Now, I did keep that same Stussy top on because I really do love the simplicity of it, kind of leaning into the vintage aesthetic. And for accessories, I didn't talk about this. I do have my Aura watch on and a brand new bracelet that is soon to drop for Locust&WildHoney. And here's one of my favorite shorts at the moment, the denim shorts from Uniqlo, which will be linked down below. All right, and so that was the last outfit of the day, featuring the Undefeated Jordan 4s, and potentially the last outfit for this entire series, unless you go ahead and comment you want a part 3. With that being said, I do have some other sneakers to feature here on the channel, namely the Shattered Backboards 2025 and the Cave Stone Jordan 4. If you are interested in those sneakers, go ahead and subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you don't miss out. If you did enjoy today's video, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And as always, I'd like to thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel. It really is such a privilege of mine to get to serve you through making content as well as products, and I'll never take your support for granted. I'm always going to keep working hard for you to bring forth the best stuff that I can. I will see you again in the next upload. Peace and be blessed.